Hi everyone, this is Jade Martin, or as I like to be called, Jade-Alexis, and today I will be talking about a true hero, Diana Prince, or also known as Wonder Woman. The two versions I will be discussing about are the films Wonder Woman from 1974 and Wonder Woman from the year 2017. And for those who have yet to see the 2017 version, there might be some spoiler alerts throughout this presentation. Watch at your own risk. The four traits that I would be comparing are the costumes, the conflict or problem in the films, the special effects used, and the timing of each film. Webster's dictionary defines a hero as a mythological or legendary figure, often of divine descent, endowed with great strength and or ability. While they define heroism as heroic conduct, especially as exhibited in fulfilling a high purpose or attaining a noble end. Wonder Woman is a mythological superhero because she is the daughter of the Queen of Amazons, Hippolyta. Her mother even tells her in the 2017 version, "Diana, you are the most precious thing in the world to me. I wished for you so much, so I formed you from clay myself, and begged Zeus to give you life." Yet, we later find out that Zeus is actually her father. She is heroic because she wants to fulfill a high purpose, in which in the 1974 film is to return the $15 million stolen by agents. In the 2017 film, she wants to bring peace to man's land. One of the biggest traits within the films is the costume. In the 1974 version, Wonder Woman wore a zip-up jacket and leggings. The jacket was red with a gold belt that had her rope, a white zipper, and it had blue sleeves with stars on them, in which matches the color of her leggings. In the 2017 version, Wonder Woman is wearing something totally different. She has on a helmet-like headband in the shape of her symbol, a red, gold, and blue sleeveless dress, a sword, shield, rope, metal bracelets, and metal wrapped around her from her knees to her feet. She still has her infamous rope, yet is in a satchel wrapped around her. The main conflicts in the film are very different. One film has something kind of minor compared to the other movie's conflict. 1974 version of Wonder Woman has a conflict about a robbery. $15 million was stolen from secret books by agents in Istanbul, Paris, London, and Rio de Janeiro. As for the recent version, its main conflict is the Great War, or World War I, in which they were in Europe fighting against Germany. Special effects brings life to action films, whether it's the music, quality, or even the way an action is displayed. The 1974 film has a transition that consisted of red, white, and blue stripes before any fights broke out. The quality was not the best. Now, this film was created in the 90s, so of course the quality would not be as good as it is today. The score was also something that has that 70s vibe to it. I say this because it's similar to the scores that are played on television shows from the 70s. When it comes to the 2017 version, there is coloring and lighting for her weapons. Her infamous rope is lit up in a gold color all the time, and which gives off the strength of it. Her bracelets and shield also have a lighting effect whenever something touches it. To me, the best special effect used is slow motion. During her battles, a slow motion effect occurs with Wonder Woman, whether she is simply kicking someone or flying in the sky. Since it's a 2017, high quality is a huge must. I mean, what kind of success would a new film with low quality get today? The films are based in different decades. It is actually expected for the oldest film to be based on an older timing rather than the most recent one. The first Wonder Woman film is based around its time, which is the 60s or 70s. As for the most recent film, it starts off in the present time, 2017, but is mainly based during World War I due to the flashback Wonder Woman has. One of the biggest reasons as to why Wonder Woman is so popular is because she's a female. There are not a lot of female superheroes celebrated in this day and age, let alone have their own film. Wonder Woman as an individual speaks to females by also being one of DC Comics' top 3 superheroes, and the only female in that category. She is also underestimated by others, especially men. In the first version, the thieves are cautious of her, yet still believe she is weaker than them. She goes along to succeed in beating their thieves. In the recent version, Wonder Woman is in Europe around the time women did not have much equality. Yet, she was raised on a land that is only females and they trained to fight as warriors. Wonder Woman was quite naive and kind of reminded me of Buddy the Elf. While in Europe, the men did not believe she could fight with them and did not believe her when she said she could end the war. Well, she surely showed them wrong. After watching both films, they each showed the difference in their audiences. Even though the colors of Wonder Woman's suits are basically the same, the style is different, and I believe they match with the style of that time. Now, Wonder Woman's outfit in the 2017 version would not necessarily go with the style of the early 1900s, but it still relates to the audience. DC Comics were not very successful with creating superhero movies in the 60s and 70s. This is due to the difficulties with transferring a comic book to a film, and they also took away some of the superheroes' traits, leading the fans of the superheroes further away. In present time, there have been very successful superhero movies, and for once, Wonder Woman has been portrayed using all of her special traits described in the comics, in which they have gained audience members who weren't already fans of Wonder Woman. These changes were needed to be successful in this day and age. One huge difference would be the history of Wonder Woman. I barely knew anything about her before watching the film. The first one didn't give me enough explanation of Wonder Woman. She literally was saying goodbye to her mom on their island, the Amazons. Then the next scene, she was working in an office about to find the thieves. With the 2017 version, they give a very described explanation of her life. They show her as a child and teen training to be a warrior, and as an adult, they show her true powers coming to life. It also grabs the attention of the audience with their use of special effects. There was so much action throughout the film, as for the first version only having minor action, and that was towards the end. For those who are action lovers, they want to see action throughout the film. The slow motion and lighting keeps you at the edge of your seat. Due to so much action, we barely have to wait for anything to happen. The 2017 version was 2 hours and 22 minutes. To have multiple action scenes, the history of Wonder Woman, and a bit of romance, the time was well worth it. Now for the 1974 version, it's something else. It was only 71 minutes and only had action that was not the best at the end of the film. Blame it on my generation, but a little over an hour for a superhero film is not enough. I know our patience would not be that high watching the movie. In other words, the new version was definitely meant for my generation, and with the changes, it became a successful film that even made more money the first weekend than the film Deadpool. Thank you for your time.